Okay. Guess we're gonna start coloring today.
Yay!
So Dark Fox and I had nice brunch, pleasant brunch yesterday.
Yeah.
So we are going to draw what we had. I like the coffee yesterday. I started with the coffee first because it was relatively, well, it's the smallest. So today we're gonna do a big one. The bigger ones. We have pancake. We had pancake as well as a burger. I don't know. I hope I can finish it in this stream. That would be great. Okay, I pulled up my reference photo. Let's see here. Okay. And I have a whole packet of gouache with me, like of different colors. I'm using Mia. It's like this Chinese brand. A friend gave it to me and it had a ton of colors. So this is the color swatch. It's really nice. So many different kinds of colors. Alright, so now we're gonna go with pancakes. We have to go with pancake color. Let me put back the old colors. Maybe keep the burnt umber. This is earth yellow. Maybe get some deep yellow looks nice. A bit of mid yellow. I think mid yellow looks better. Okay, so we're gonna start on the pancake first. Actually, we're doing a bit of gray. Take out the gray because of the plate. And some sky blue. I love sky blue. Okay, we'll go with the what do you call that? Plate first. So I'm just gonna wet the area first. This kind of helps prep. And then we're gonna add a little bit of gray. And just spread out the paint. Gouache is very nice to play with because it blends so smoothly because it gets reactivated by water. Then it feels like very nice because then you don't have to like, it's not like acrylics because I usually, my main medium is acrylic, so then usually for acrylics they dry too fast, whereas gouache you can always reactivate it with water. So, and then you can just slowly, if you wet your brush and then you go along the sides, then it kind of slowly blends. That's really nice. Okay, add a little bit of sky blue just to give it some like light bounce. over here. I took a wet brush. Is it too? It's too bright. Hang on, let me try and adjust the brightness for you guys. Okay. So you can see, I wet my brush and then I just try to feather along the edges to kind of remove that watermark look to it. Then we'll go around here. Ooh.
Was that?
Thank
Mabel.
you. Thank you, Mabel, for following over at Twitch. You're so awesome. Well, so over here, we're just gonna like feather it out to a little bit of white. I don't want it to, because it's a white plate, but I don't want to make it look too white on it. It'll look very flat, so that's why I like to put a little bit of sky blue. It's like, you know, dining out in the open right underneath the blue sky, and like it just kind of reflects a little. So that's what we're trying to do here. It also helps to give it a bit of depth, like a shadow, but with really light colors. We'll add a little bit more gray around here. So I just keep ever so often, I always like to look at my reference photo. If you guys are interested, maybe next time I should show on the screen how the reference photo look like. Okay, so that is a little bit of the plate. Then we're gonna do a little bit of shadow here. So I'm gonna use more gray to give like a darker tone, because the plate just kind of dips a little. So over here, go a little bit. Make sure to stay within my outlines, because there's like a little tiny strawberry here, so I'm trying to go around the strawberry. Still want a bit more gray. I'm gonna add some more.
Wong took some pictures of chickens in the car.
Oh, right. Because they went to the market. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to take a little bit smaller brush. Oh no, why does my paper look a bit dirty? I'm gonna get a kneadable eraser. See if I can clean up my paper a little, like a little bit of dirt on it. I love kneadable erasers because when you erase them, you realize there's no eraser dust left behind, so it's less messy that way. Okay. So I bought this kneadable eraser. The brand is Faber-Castell. I like it a lot. I'm gonna take a finer brush with me, like a 00, size 00. I'm gonna get a gray, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of outline. Miss Half Damage. Hello! Nice to meet you. Huh.
Yeah, I also tested.
Hi, Miss Half Damage. How are you today?
Hello.
That's my boyfriend in the background. He's playing TFT. Your username sounds like a gamer. I'm gonna take a liner brush and just kind of make the fine points. Gonna take another.
It's a D&D reference. I'm a miniature painter.
Oh, nice! What sort of miniatures do you paint? Just like those D&D miniatures, or like Warhammer, or just like everything in between? Everything miniatures. I take it you stream as well?
You actually have some of your miniatures you painted.
Oh yeah, I do have a few miniatures that I painted. God damn.
I like your bone dragon the most though.
Oh yeah, the bone
Everything miniatures.
Everything miniatures.
Nice. Oh, but mine is so dusty. It's been a while since I painted anything miniature. I painted
I streamed for a little while, but it wasn't for me.
Oh, is it like all the preparations and stuff? I painted this. This is the Eldar Fire Prism tank. It's a bit dusty already.
Where is wrong? Warhammer, right?
Yeah, Warhammer. This is an Eldar Fire Prism tank. I also did a few, which was like Striking Scorpions, and I forgot what, two others. And then this one I bought it from eBay. It looked super cool. And then I was like thinking, yeah, let's just do this. It's really
That looks cool.
Thank you. It's been a long time since I did miniatures though. Do you have any Instagram you can share on chat? like to see more of your works. Okay. We're gonna outline the outside of the plate. It's always hard to keep my hands steady. I don't know how miniature painters do it. Or you can share your link on chat. No problemo.
Is that, I mean, is there any auto bot that will remove it or anything? No, right?
No, I never set it to block anything. So then
I've always wanted to branch out more into drawing and watercolors, but I don't have time for more hobbies.
Yeah, I kinda totally understand that. Are you a miniature painter full time?
https://www.instagram.com/mishapdamage/ Thank you.
No problem. Let's see what you got.
Oh, that's cute.
Ooh. Some of them look so good. Okay, wait, hang on. Am I on two screens?
I do not know.
Not full time. Have a day job. Plus family.
I feel you. Let's see, monitors.
Raw
Yeah.
entropy.
This miss half damage. Follow. This looks so cool. Oh my god, this looks so cool. This looks so badass.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That doesn't look like miniatures. It looks pretty big actually.
Well, miniatures, but...
Oh, Kingdom Death. Kingdom Death's game, Elliot and Dexter and all were playing.
Oh,
the
shit.
one with the very deformed creatures. The one with the little baby, the weird one.
Oh, right. That one was hella weird. Damn, got some skills, yo. This looks so cool.
Oh, Bucking.
Oh, you like Buck? Oh yeah, Buck King follows you too. Trigo Star also follows you. Awesome. Yeah, guys, be sure to follow her. Show her some love.
Scroll up.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll up.
Bunny!
You click here. That looks like I don't know. I guess I like he reminds me of the guy from Penny Arcade.
Thank you.
I'm like
Penny Arcade?
but I'm face blind. Yeah, he's the one of the most famous DMs. But I'm face blind, so I can't.
Ooh, it's a nice dragon. Your purple dragon. Where is it from? Looks like a D&D thing. So cool. All the like the books and the...
Let me read the description.
Alright, hang on. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Looking at this one.
Let me read the description.
Oh, it's a commission.
Dark Sword miniature.
Oh, it's a D&D thing. This looks so cool. It's like a griffin and a dragon and yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool stuff. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem that I have. I like to dive in various different modes. Medium, sorry. I always want to go back to others, but then I never have the time. I paint acrylic. on canvas. Gouache, watercolor, digital. What else? I do a little bit of sculpting. And I just like try a little bit of calligraphy late last year. It's just like a lot of things. I just like to experiment. But then like you said, I totally understand. There's like no time for it. So it's like I keep telling myself, oh, I want to sculpt again. And then I just never have the time for it.
Are we joining your dad for lunch? He's cooking.
That's impressive.
Do you?
Doing all of those.
Aw, thank you. Do you want to drink Huel or you want to eat spaghetti? My dad is making spaghetti.
Up to you. I don't know actually. I ate so much for brunch. I cannot say.
We'll just tell him we'll have a little bit. If we are hungry, then we drink Huel.
Okay.
Yeah, do that. Thank you. I just like experimenting a lot. Back then, I was like, I only did acrylics. I never did anything more. But then I felt like I'm kind of like restricting myself. So I just started experimenting. Well, my brother was the one that got me into miniatures because he plays Warhammer. So he was like, you know, Elise, can you help me paint the miniatures? And I'm like, yeah, sure, it'll be interesting. Then just started off from there, from acrylic on canvas to miniatures. I also liked digital art because of comic books. Comic books make them look so pretty. And my friend was studying art, so I borrowed his Wacom tablet. And I mean, if you're really lucky to have friends like those that are willing to, you know, lend you stuff. So all these art supplies are always so expensive. So you know what I mean. So, if you are hoping to branch out, I hope that my live stream can be a bit of help to you.
Branch out.
Oh my gosh, yes. Branch out. But today we are doing a special kind of watercolor called gouache. It's different from watercolor because it's a little bit more opaque. Personally, I like gouache more than watercolor. It feels a little bit more fun and less restrictive. Watercolors.
Ha ha
The watercolors are very interesting. Watercolors, like a lot of people like watercolors. I guess it's because a lot of like it's one of your first things you do in school. You know, watercolor projects and stuff. But I feel like watercolor is actually trickier compared to other mediums such as acrylic. A lot. I realize a lot of people like to avoid acrylic because, well, they think it's like a little bit more professional, so they try to stay away from that. But I also feel like maybe it's because of the price range, because watercolor is so much cheaper than acrylics. But acrylics is actually, I feel, is way more. I find it so much easier than watercolor. So the plate has like the sides, so we're trying to create that illusion. So we did the outline outside. What we're gonna do is gonna give it like a I don't know, my English so limited, my vocab.
Looking out.
Yeah. Something like that. So I'm using the gouache and just kind of feathering out a little bit so it doesn't look too outline-ish. Just give it like a little gradient at the side even though
I
it's
have a ton of acrylics because of miniature painting, so it wouldn't be an expense to transition.
that is true. Especially that you have experience with acrylics, it'll be much easier for you. You can always start small. I went to this art store. I bought this little canvas. Look how small it is.
Literally small.
Yeah, very small. You can always practice on one of those, especially. I always like if I want to experiment, I always go on something small because it's just so one and done. Just like ugh. I don't feel confident, and then you splat, 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 and then you're like, okay. I learned a lot from this piece. Compared to if you're gonna do a gigantic one. You do a gigantic one, it's gonna take forever. And you're not gonna learn that much compared to you do small ones. Okay, let's see. My table is in such a mess, as always. Sorry, dear, do you reply my dad?
Yeah, I think we have a little.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry, it's not very dramatic right now. It's all very, very simple. We're just painting a plate. Although I can never empathize with still life. I mean, I think still life is very nice, but like for me to draw it itself, I don't know. Feels very. I never actually painted still life before.
Doesn't something like you.
I
Yeah.
like it. I stopped by because I like drawing and I like coffee. I am just handing out doing assembly.
Nice. I like coffee a lot too. I think it's pretty cool too. Just I think streams are nice that way as well. It's like no obligation. If you want to lurk, go ahead and lurk. You are still welcome. Or if you want to make a friend, you can just talk, which is awesome as well. And if this stream is not for you, then, well, find another stream that is more to your liking. Okay. So what didn't you like about streaming? Okay. I think we're done with the plate for now. I don't quite know. Oh, what didn't you like about streaming? Okay, we'll do a bit of a shadow. So I'm just prepping the paper by using water. So when I put down the color, it spreads very nicely. Get some burnt umber here. So I'm gonna create a shadow.
It was a lot of stress. And I got in my head a little too much and was worried about low attendance. I think I'm just not confident enough to handle being on camera.
Understand. I also understand about the low attendance thing. That one also get into my head quite a bit sometimes. So places like here, the edge is a little sharp. Then I'm gonna take a wet brush and just kind of feather it out. But it also depends what you want. If you want to go like super realistic, usually the shadow closer to the object is sharper, but then it tends to get blurry away from the subject. So I mean, it depends on what you're going for. Yeah, some people don't like their faces to be on live stream. Personally though, I feel more connected with streamers with their face on screen. So I just copy what I like. I see streamers that has faces on screen. I'm like, oh, okay, I like that. That's why I have my face on stream as well, because I feel like I have a better connection with the streamer itself. But yeah, I know, I totally get that. Like, especially the low attendance thing. Sometimes like when I would stream, and then there will be like no attendance at all, and then I'll be like, oh, I feel kind of sad. But it's okay. Just kind of learn to accept it sooner or later, I guess.
I like watching while I work better. Because I get the company and I get to hang with people like you.
Aww. That's very sweet. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we'll start doing the pancakes now. I can't really imagine. I can't do the plate any better until I know what is on that plate, so I can like place the shadows properly. So, what do I think of the pancakes? Their pancake was alright. I like their coffee. I like my coffee like a nutty bitter taste, like a medium roast. My favorite are medium roast. Their burger was really nice as well. Okay. So I'm gonna start off light first. Even though gouache is on the opaque side, it is definitely much easier to just leave the whites as white it can be. And by doing that is to just not touch it with any paint at all. Because even though gouache is opaque and the white does, well, the white kind of does its job, like you can still see the white, but it doesn't beat, pure white paper. It's not like acrylic. Acrylic is like you can just build upon it. Even with white, it would still look very pure white. But you're gonna have a tougher time with gouache, especially when gouache like it reactivates with water. So even if you try to put white, also you're just gonna mix all the colors in that area. So it's gonna be a bit difficult. Okay, this one you got like a little powdered sugar, so it's gonna be a little tricky. So right now I'm just putting like really light yellow. I don't even think you can see it on stream. It's just very, very light. So this was my first bacon pancake. And every time I say that, I just think of Jake singing, making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. I wish it had more bacon. Bacon was awesome. Okay, so I also kind of wet the area already, so it makes transitioning to another color easier as well. I want it to have like, because it's not like a smooth texture, so this time I'm not going to do like a polka dot. I'm not going to make it blend easy. I'm going to like polka dot it. It's going to dab, dab, dab. One thing that's great about this also, you can see how the paint all dried up. You can see it's all cracking. And like I said numerous times, that you can reactivate with water. So sometimes you kind of see me bring it closer to me. I spritz some water inside, so then I can start using again. That's like interesting because when you work with different mediums, you kind of realize the pro and cons. You cannot do that with acrylics, but you can do that with watercolor, and you can do that with gouache. It's just very interesting. The different properties. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of what's this color called again? Oh, yellow ochre? Earth yellow. It's earth yellow.
Isn't it ochre?
Ochre? I don't know how to pronounce all this. So where are you from, Miss Half Damage? I like to ask my viewers that. Like, which country are you from? Okay, add a little bit more yellow.
I live in LA, California, USA.
Oh.
Where are you from?
We're from Malaysia, so halfway on the other side of the earth. You're probably at 11 p.m. your side.
No, it is 8. 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Oh, okay, that's not that late. That's good. What color is bacon? It's like a pinkish brown. We'll go with ochre. Ochre? Is that how you?
I think it's ochre.
Ochre?
I'm not too sure though.
Ochre. Under glaze red looks nice. I have like a whole swatch. This is my swatch list of all my colors that I have. So like, I love it. You don't have to mix colors. It's so amazing, and you can just you know. Just pick whatever color. Okay. make the outline for the pancakes. I was taking my finer brush because trying to create that outline. Oops. So like I said before, dap dap dap. This is like the pen marks, I guess, when it was cooking. Okay. Good luck. Actually, my boyfriend was supposed to play D&D with his friends today. He was supposed to be at his friend's house while I live stream, but you know, the whole coronavirus thing. One of his friends is suspected to be positive. No, he's showing signs of like just coughing. So now he's like, yeah, let's try and make it some other time when you feel better. Let's get some burnt umber. Make it really dark. Right now everything is so bright. Okay. One pancake is more or less done. I have 6 more to go. Yippee. And then it has like little chocolate speckles on it. So I will just take my burnt umber and just dab 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 the amount of chocolate sprinkles. I'm gonna make it darker. You okay? Okay. Sorry guys, trying to concentrate here. Okay. Okay. Next one. Next one, the pancake is a little bit more brown. I'll wait for that to dry first. Up here. There's also a little bit of powdered sugar. Powdered sugar is not my favorite because, like I said again, I like to avoid using white if possible. It's just much easier to just dab white, but when it comes to watercolor or gouache, it just kind of reverse the process. You speckle around it with color and leave the white out of it. Okay.
Oh no.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm losing.
Gonna make it a little bit darker here, so I'm gonna add more earth yellow. Okay, get some of that pale yellow and put it at the side of the pancake. I'm a big sucker for fluffy pancakes with lots and lots of berries. Berries is very expensive here because it's not a tropical fruit. So it's like so exotic. I just want to. They're so nice. They just pop it in your mouth. It's like healthy snack. Like it's so yummy. And then like just drizzle it with a lot of maple syrup. I wish places are very generous with their maple syrup and berries, but in a lot of places they tend to be very stingy with it. It's so sad because it tastes so yummy. I really like domes though. The amount of berries they gave was really nice. You remember, dear?
Oh yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. I went second because I went toilet and then I missed a lot of rounds. Ooh, looks nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everything looks so pale now. There's no contrast right now, so
It looks pretty good.
thank you. Just gonna take a break for a bit. I'm just gonna rest my eyes, drink some tea.
Water, coffee.
You drink some water too?
Mm.
Okay. Next we gotta do is the caramelized banana. And maybe we should start working on the bacon. Bacon. Le bacon.
You're looking at?
Looking at my reference photo. So I'm looking at this underglazed red. It looks a little like a bacony color. Gonna add that. I'm gonna try another different, like a rusty red here, just to give it, variant of color. Oh no, it's seeping into the other pancake. I got that dark, crispy edge. Yeah. What's your dessert, dear, that you cannot say no to? I know lately I've been feeling for pancakes.
I don't know, dessert. Not too sure actually.
Are you a dessert guy?
I'm okay.
Ugh.
I honestly do not know if I'm dessert guy. I guess not really.
You don't have like a go-to dessert?
No, not really.
I love desserts.
You know,
I like anything. I especially like my weakness is so like caramel.
I know.
And also like anything that goes well with berries.
Mm.
Scones, pancakes, what do you call that? Scones, pancakes, French
I love
toast.
desserts. I love breakfast for dinner like pancakes for dinner.
Yeah, we have this like place, our favorite place we go to is called Strangers at 47. It's just everything crepe. Like dessert crepes, savory crepe, like yeah, those are the best. And speaking of breakfast for dinner, the other day I baked scones. It was supposed to be for tea time, but by the time I was finished with it, it was really like dinner time, so I had scones for dinner. It was really nice. Mm.
Yum.
It's nice
Mm.
to be able to have taste buds. Is like one of the best things in the world to have.
Encourages is to eat
Yes,
sometimes a bit too much.
that is true. I just do like a little dot dot dot, a little dab dab dab, because I don't know, it just gives it a more interesting texture. Even though the reference photo did not really, show that, but like, reference photo is just a reference photo. I'm just following my instincts, and my instincts say that. I can also use a more watery brush to just spread the paint around. That looks nicer. Okay, gonna add just a little bit. There's a little bit of darker tones to show the layers of the pancake. I'm just thinking of all things food right now.
Yes, yeah.
Like I usually do.
Mm-hmm.
French toast. Well, it's been a while since I made French toast. I never made dessert French toast before. I just always eat it like with salt. Ooh, wonderful. This can be a shadow. Whoop. It's always good to have the right tools for the job. If you do not have the right tools, your painting definitely doesn't come very nicely together. Especially if you want to do detail work and you don't have a small brush. It's not gonna look that great. Okay. The other one is a caramelized banana. I think we need a little bit more orange tone. Orange, orange and a bit of brown. Feeling hungry now thinking about food.
I'm quite hungry. Full from breakfast because I ate 2 roti canai.
Oh yeah, I ate 2 roti canais. Okay, caramelized banana is going to be very reflective because of all the caramelization that happens to it. So this one, I have to beware of where you put your colors. Try to make it a little bit shiny, and by shiny,
Okay.
Yeah, this particular little brush is very annoying because it always traps water on the body of the brush. Okay. And I always forget to dab it dry. So I'm gonna start really little bit with a really small brush and just be careful. And because it's also kind of like very shiny because of all the caramelization, it's also going to reflect some light behind it, so it's got like maybe a little bit of backlighting because it just kind of shines whatever is in behind it. Yeah, I forgot you took double roti canai. No wonder like you were like full. I'm like, what? Are you full? I'm like getting hungry here.
Yes, I took double roti canai.
Okay, and for a difference of color, I'm going to add a little bit of orange here because, you know, pancakes are brown, banana, caramelized banana is brown. It's gonna look, it looks like it'll blend together too well, and then you can't even make it out whether that's a separate item besides apart from texture. So I'm just gonna add like a little bit of orange to kind of give like a variant of it, because even I'm looking at the reference photo, the caramelized banana and the pancake looks almost the same color. Then that's not really what we want. I mean, you know, that's why it's like food illustration. You see all those try to make it look more kabang, you know.
Kapow!
Kapow! Ta-da! So this one I'm kind of paying a little bit closer attention because I'm not too sure how I'm going to go about this. So I'm going to polka dot it so it looks very like speckled light, you know, peeking out. Okay. Alright, I quite like that. Let's see if we can get like a very dark orange as shadows. You don't really have it.
2, 4,
So
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm so clumsy. I'm like spraying water everywhere. Fortunately, it is gouache. I have to be very careful because I use walnut ink for the calligraphy. I think it can smear, so I have to be very careful. Okay, that's the best I can do. You can still see the watermark. Ugh. Never mind.
What's wrong with walnut ink?
It's not waterproof.
Oh. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Then we have to put in the shadows. I feel like I take very long with the illustration actually.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, four.
Okay, now we're gonna do the bacon again. So apparently like each pancake has a tiny slice of bacon. Fortunately, so I am still pretty new to the whole food illustration thing, but honestly, it doesn't really, it's really easy in the sense I mean, it's not easy. Like everything takes effort.
True.
But I'm just saying, like this little bacon here, I did it in like less than a minute, I think, because it's just you don't need a lot of detail because you just need like a very nice lighting and different variations of color to make it looks really really nice, really, you know. Like what makes it so nice is the contrast also right now. It's like, for example, the caramelized banana look very shiny because there's like speckles of white, and then there's like really dark shadows. It makes it look really nice. So it just I think art, a lot of it comes from the illusion of making things look nice. I mean, with exceptions of like hyperrealism and stuff like that, but like for the most part, if you look like from afar, they look really nice. But then when you go closer, you realize it's not that detailed. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I remember something like, for example, if you go into a gallery, usually people will like they don't go super up close. Not everybody does it. They just look like from 4 feet away or something like that, and then you're like, oh yeah, it's a nice painting. You don't see every single detail of it. So if you don't want to go super detailed, you don't want to put so much effort, you can't get away with it, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, the top here will be very, very dark. We'll try to make it dark because it's in shadow. Partially because of the banana that is in the way. And also that there's another pancake on top of it. So I'm mixing it a bit with burnt umber. Just because it's in the shadows. I swear, sometimes working with gouache or watercolor, you just never see where the color starts seeping out, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, I never put this color here.
Is it because it mixed each other?
Cause I think I put too wet, so it started to like run.
I think it's more corrective than watercolor, right?
I feel yes. The pancake is slowing me down.
No, why? It looks really good though.
Thank you. I'm glad. I don't. It's hard for me to understand the texture, so it takes a while for me to figure it out how to go about it. But after that, it starts to get better. Ding. Rehydrate, people. I tend to get so engrossed in painting, I forget to rehydrate. Then my body gets so dry. The next day, I'll just fall sick because I never take care of myself. Yeah. So here's to reminding you. Okay, we'll try to go a little faster. Try to pick up the pace. Now that I did two pancakes, should more or less, start to speed things up, man. Jeez, why are you so slow, Elise? Have you not any sense of urgency?
So funny.
I'm glad you think so. At least someone out there does think. Okay, here got a little bit of reflection from the butter of the pancakes. Or maybe it's powdered sugar. My bad, powdered sugar. So again, dab a dab dab. Oops. Man, this brush is so sneaky by trapping the water on its body. I hate it when that happens. So dab 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 around. It's kind of like a paradox. Instead of sprinkling white, you're sprinkling brown around the white. Okay, gonna add some yellow to it. Yellow batter pancakes. So sometimes I feel like I put too much paint and I want to lighten it, so I just take a wet brush and you're basically spreading out you're thinning the area of the paint. You're spreading it out. So I'm not adding any white, I'm just thinning the area of paint. So that's a little trick. Okay, mix this with a little burnt umber for shadow. Okay. Alright, same thing. Gonna go with a little bit of brown, and then I'm gonna mix it up with some orange just to give it like a nice variant of color instead of the same old brown that we've been using for the pancakes. This container needs more water. Okay. Okay, I'll add a little bit more orange, and then I'll add some brown for shadows. Okay. Now, bacon. This one is a little shiny from the grease. So give it a little rusty red a bit here and there. Spread it around. Always be careful to make sure you don't touch the area where you just worked on, because if the water touch and then on the area you just worked on, the paint can travel from one wet area to another, and then it's not gonna be nice, especially if you plan to control that area. But I mean, if you're like me, you're impatient, yeah, you have to be extra careful. Because it's like, I want it now. I want to color it now. Okay. That's another piece of bacon for ya. Look at all them bacon grease shining. Okay. 3 more pancakes, and then, well, and plus fruits. And the chocolate sprinkles and the maple syrup. My gosh, I've been spending 2 hours on this. This is really, I'm really slow. Mm, okay. I don't think I can finish it this stream.
It's okay.
Is it? Is it?
I
was really hoping I could finish it. Especially when you stream, your work speed tends to decrease a lot. Trying to figure out what to say.
It's okay.
No.
I never worry about how long a piece takes. I just enjoy the art process.
Aww. That's a really nice mental mentality for it. Unfortunately, I'm very impatient person. I always want things now. Now! You can ask my boyfriend.
Yes.
And then he always have to reassure me, it's fine, you don't have to finish it today or tomorrow, just take your time. Alright, I'll try to appreciate the art process. What are you working on now, Damage? Commission or personal work?
Personal work. I am putting together a motorcycle that we are going to use in our next Dungeons and Dragons game.
Ooh, that sounds so interesting.
SQUID1, SQUID2, SQUID3, SQUID2, SQUID.
Hey, Twisted, what up? How are you doing? It's been so long. So long. Are you gonna share how your bike will look like on Instagram, Damage? That'll be cool to see.
That was amazing and I've been good, just tired.
Did you just get back from work?
Yes, I will post a picture on Instagram.
Instagram. Thank you. We'll check it out.
No, just chilling at my friends. I'm just constantly tired. LOL.
Aww. Have you been streaming lately? I haven't been seeing you on Twitch, but then again, I'm rarely on Twitch these days. Just so happens that I am live streaming today. I was like thinking, try to get back in the mood, you know. I will be
Twisted Squid Evil. Unfortunately, no streams from me. Too busy 99.9% of the time.
Aww. Do you have a new job, or is it? Are you still the same one? The last one I know of, you were your was it your brother or brother-in-law helped you get a job? That was the last I heard.
Twisted Squid Evil. New job, it's a driving job, and that other job I quit when my sister and her ex were falling out.
Oh. Sorry to hear that. Driving job like Uber? How do you find the job? I think it's quite chillax though, right? Just drive around. I feel like that'll be quite interesting.
Twisted Squid Evil. Like delivery under a big smile.
Ah. That's gotta be quite stressful, right? Because you have to meet, like, you try to like deliver as soon as possible and stuff like that. Like, please be careful when you deliver food out there, okay, Twisted? Because over here it's like when food deliverers they drive really dangerously because they want to like quickly send the meals out. It's really scary sometimes.
Twisted Squid Evil. Always, and it's not food delivery, it's a package delivery.
Under a big smile, dear. What company has a big smile?
Oh right, Amazon. In my head, I don't know why it was McDonald's, because McDonald's also got a smile, right?
That's the Happy Meal only.
Oh, the Happy Meal. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like in my head. Well, it's nice to see that you're chilling at your friend's house and I am your entertainment. 2 more pancakes!
Yay.
And all the fruits and bacon.
Looks really nice.
Thank you. Okay, next up. A flat piece of bacon strip. This one is really easy. I like doing the bacon. It's like blobs of paint and then suddenly it looks pretty good. Okay. This one is a flat piece of bacon. I'm feeling hungry.
Go eat something again.
Twisted Squid Evil. Yeah, do you like waffles? Yes, I like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, I like pancakes. Do you like French toast? Yeah, I like French toast. Can't wait to get another mouthful waffles.
Yes, well, I do like lots of waffles. Actually, all that you list, I was like talking about it just now. I was like, oh, I love desserts. Anything that goes well with berries, I heart. So French toast, waffles, pancakes, they all go so well with berries. Yum yums. Huh. I have 5 viewers now. Oh, no, done.
No, 2 now.
Twisted Squid Evil. Sorry, I don't have many opportunities to reference the waffle song. Also, desserts are great.
Yes, desserts are great. Waffle song? I didn't know there was a waffle song. Yes, desserts are awesome. I am a sucker for dessert. Dot dot dot.
Twisted Squid Evil. I'm disappointed.
Why are you disappointed? Is it because of my new text to speech thingy? Okay, doing the caramelized banana
Twisted
again.
Squid Evil. No, you don't know the waffle song.
Oh, yes, I do not know a waffle song. I wonder if that's an American thing. I shall stereotype it by because you're American. I know the narwhal song.
Twisted Squid Evil. Everyone knows the narwhal song, LOL. Twisted Squid Evil. https://youtube.b/nua1.9bw.
Okay. I am hella curious. Let me go check. But I will not share because I scared YouTube will like, you know, be a butthole about it.
Do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like pancakes. Do you like French toast? Yeah, we like French toast.
Okay. Alright, I admit that was pretty catchy. I never heard it before. Have you heard it before?
No.
Yep, we never heard it before. Twisted. But it was very catchy. Do you like waffles? Do you like waffles?
Twisted Squid Evil. I'm glad I can bring new things to you guys.
Thank you. It has been enlightening. Ah, I fell for it again. Fortunately, this one didn't go everywhere, so it's good.
Twisted Squid Evil. Now you will know my pain of having to ring through your head when waffles are mentioned.
Desserts are awesome. I actually prefer pancakes over cakes.
Yeah, people cakes over pancake.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think you do. You are a cake kind of guy. You like chocolate. Am I right?
I love chocolate.
You love chocolate. Ha. 2 more pancakes. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay, the next one has a lot of powdered sugar, so it's mostly white. I don't like half of it. I don't have the color. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Rehydrate, homies.
Oh, it's so
I quite like the new text-to-speech thingy.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay. Bada. Okay. Ooh.
Twisted Squid Evil. I like it too.
Yes, text-to-speech is really interesting. Guys, recommend me some mediocre movies. I like to watch mediocre movies while I paint. It's not good, so I don't have to pay too much attention to it. I guess bad, but not too bad. Just like average. Hopefully they're on Netflix as well, so I can like just watch. Or like some series is nice because they're like, in a way, there's like, it's so long. Something like, I don't know, CSI, like very episodic at the same time. Yeah, it's entertaining. Blind entertainment. Know what I mean? Your input is highly appreciated. My brother has been trying to get me to watch Sex Education on Netflix.
MS half damage. Have you tried audiobooks while painting?
I tried once.
But you're too focused.
Yeah. I was actually listening to George Orwell Animal Farm while painting, so it's pretty heavy stuff. I listened to one of Dean Koon's books also on audiobook. It was quite nice, but then I also felt like, yeah, I prefer something a little more episodic. I like my books like to focus on it. So I usually listen to audiobooks while I drive instead of while doing art. But yeah, if you listen to audiobooks, you got any to recommend me? I prefer like Dragon Fantasy adult and not young adult. I prefer, yes, because recently listened to a young adult book on dragons. I did not like it at all.
Nice dragon finish last.
Nice Dragon Finish Last. That's the title. I did not like it at all because the style of writing is so teen. Like, for me, teen drama makes me feel very cringy. Even when I was a teen also, I felt teen drama was very cringy, so I never liked it to begin with. I tried listening to Game of Thrones, but
Your mom
MS
your
half
mom is
damage.
I've
I've listened to that.
I like
oh no, I hated it with a passion. I'm
Do you
sorry.
want me fourth one? Do I want me fourth one?
No, thank you.
Do I want one? I don't know if I want one.
Just say yes lah.
Really? No, I say no thank you.
You know, then you can bring it to work tomorrow. Up to you, dear. I didn't like Nice Dragons. He liked it a lot.
I didn't say a lot.
Okay, fine. He liked it. I guess I'm more towards like Game of Thrones. Like I like a lot of character development, but I didn't like Game of Thrones itself because it just um it was very it was too full of evil people for me. And there was like no good people to like balance it off. It just felt very, it's like
MS half damage. I like that author's other series.
Okay, yeah. I was going through the reviews for Nice Dragons. A lot of people commended her other series as well. So perhaps. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like Game of Thrones because it's like you're just following a bunch of a-holes and all their stuff. Like, I mean, the usual political game, I guess. Everybody is just so cutthroat. A bit very heavy for me, so I don't like that. But I like the character development. But I only survived book one. The second book I stopped halfway because it's just too much. What other series did that author work on? One that caught your interest, that made you like it? Haha! Last pancake. Last pancake. Gotta feel a little happy about that. And then we're almost done. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. This one has this one has a lot of toppings. I guess that's why I left it for last. It has one strawberry, one banana, and one bacon on top. That's a lot of stuff.
MS half damage. The other series is DFZ series, Detroit Free Zone.
Oh.
Oh wait, then it's based on Detroit Free Zone.
I guess it's like a spin-off. That's quite interesting. The concept of Detroit Free Zone was quite interesting, I admit. We're doing the side of the pancake. And then we can focus. Now that I know all of it on its plate, we can also help figure out the shadows and make the contrast a lot better. Because I think what makes food very yummy looking is the amount of contrast you give it. Like, you know, just bump up the contrast, bump up the saturation. And then it looks yummy, yummy. I got love in my tummy. Okay, this one's strawberry. We do the bacon and banana first. So the banana is a little bit on top. Together with some orange. Excuse me. And a little bit more orange. Try to make it stand out from the pancake a little more. Okay, that's the caramelized banana for you. The next one is the very simple bacon. I like working on the bacon. Okay, bacon, it looks okay. Now I'm just gonna outline that with some really darker color. Just by adding a little bit more, like a thicker, non-diluted paint, so that's why it looks a lot darker. So this can be shadows and or crispy sides. Who doesn't love crispy bacon, man? Crispy bacon is the bomb. Okay, now got to work on strawberries. Strawberries is dark red, so let me take a look at my squash pula. Squash. Okay, let's see. Which one would we like? Deep red looks good. Maybe deep red. All the reds look almost the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, we got some deep red with us here. Some artist red. Excuse me, people, but I want to use the washroom.
So I just checked. I just checked. DFZ was only written 2 years ago.
And?
It's set 20 years into the future after whatever happened in Nice Dragons, I guess.
Oh.
So maybe her writing got better.
When did Nice Dragons was written?
Let me check. 2014.
Okay, I'll start painting the strawberries now. I think strawberries will give it a lovely color contrast.
Sorry. When you play at something?
After I finish this.
Oh, it's almost done.
Yep.
No, I find another game.
Start another game. It's fine.
Okay.
Since you like her writing, you read, no? You let me know how it goes, whether I like it or not.
Okay. I don't say I like her writing. I like her. Okay, I guess I like her. Sorry.
A nice red. So I prep the area with some water. Then lay down.
The strawberry.
Yeah. Then I laid down the color. So the top is quite pale in comparison to the body. So I wash my brush and then just spread the paint. Okay, I'll add a little bit more red down here. Okay, let's see. So we got one strawberry there. Where else? The side of the plates. Okay, here I put down some lighter, like a more vibrant red, but this one is a bit more in the shadows of the plate, so can okay. Okay, here, this one is like a cut strawberry, so I'm just gonna make like a vibrant red right in the middle. And then I'll just put like really dark red along the sides to show like a very cylindrical shape. I'm also just taking a clean brush and just wiping off some of the paint so it looks to like spread out the painting. The last strawberry is also the same. Ooh, I can hear my tummy growling.
You better go eat soon, dear.
Okay. We also have some blueberries. So even though I'm almost done, there is still a little ways to go. Polka dot the shit out of that strawberry. Okay, that is more or less done. We have to add in the blueberries and then get a better understanding of where to place the shadow so it'll look a little bit more real instead of fruit floating around. Alright, blueberries. They are almost very black. So we're gonna go with Prussian blue.
You should show them what you're looking at.
Hmm?
You should show them what you're looking at.
Oh, okay. Just so you guys know, this is what I'm looking at.
Ooh.
This is the picture of what we had.
Okay, it's not focus. Okay.
Yeah, and this is what we ate yesterday, and I'm trying to like recreate that.
MS half damage.
Yum.
Yum.
Yum indeed. Okay, so blueberries are very, very dark blue. So we're gonna use Prussian blue. This can be for the blueberries themselves. I'm seeing how dark the blue goes. If it's very dark, then we don't need black. Can be a total color on its own because you can dilute it with water. You can dilute it with water, just spread it out, then you can really see the blue itself. Then you don't actually have to use another color. It's like kabam. Then add a little bit more Peruvian blue to add a little bit more of the shadows. Okay, that's one blueberry. Ta-da! That's it. That's all. It's another blueberry here. I shall just make a round circle. That's a little bit of powdered sugar on top of it. I want a little bit of highlight here, so I'm going to move some paint around. Okay, it's a little better. Okay. And then 2 more blueberries. Wait, 3 more. But they're not in full roundness. I think art live streams are very nice in the sense that, you know how YouTube time lapse just kind of like skew your perception of how fast a painting gets done. And I think a live stream really helps put things into perspective. It took me 2 hours just to finish a plate of pancakes, but I will take this footage and put into time lapse on YouTube, and then because it's a time lapse, you just see it all in like 6 minutes. Yeah, and then they'll be like, oh yay, that looks easy, and then after that they do it like, what? She's a liar. So yeah, guys, if you actually stayed this long, thank you. Yep, that took a long time to actually get here. And when I came home, and I really was hoping, I had my doubts, but I was hoping I could finish this plus the burger. But it was not meant to be. Do you hear my stomach growl?
Oh, that was your stomach?
That was my stomach. Okay. Ooh, I love the colors. It's so lovely. Okay, now we should add the shadow using burnt umber. Okay, so I put in Stomach is making all sorts of noises.
Cute.
Mm. Okay, I feel the wall of the plate is a bit too in. So, get to amend that, remedy it. It was somewhere around here. Okay, that's it. I'll finish the burger some other time. Okay, thank you so much for watching. For those who have stayed this long, I hope you haven't died of boredom yet. Thank you so much for staying until the end of this stream. And yeah, if you wanna check out any updates on my art, you can follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm most.
MS half damage.
Thank
Good job.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sticking with me for so long. And you like to keep up to date with what I'm doing in my art, you can follow me on Instagram, which is all in the link down below. And if you like to support my channel, because I share free reference photos and all this tutorial videos for free, you like to support me, you can always pledge over at Patreon, which the link is also down below in the video description. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest. Have a good day wherever you are. And I guess we'll see you some other time. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.